speed desk.
Hello, criminal. I want to speak to the most senior person, please. This is being broadcast.
Bingo.
Oh, bingo. Oh, okay. Good job I'm recording this.
You were about to call me a name then, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I'm saying I'm recording this. No, I didn't, actually.
You nearly called me a name.
No, I didn't.
You were recording yourself at the story.
No, I didn't, actually. No, not at all. Actually, you can laugh at me as much as you like.
Play back the tape. Go on, play back the tape.
I will play it back.
Go on, let's listen.
Right, well, it's recording at the moment, and I haven't tried to call you anything. I want to speak to the most senior person, please.
That's me.
You're not the most senior. Okay, what's your name then, and what is your position?
I'm not going to tell you.
You're not going to tell me, and you're the most senior person. It's a good job this is being recorded. You've got this, guys.
Call me the big boss.
Big boss. You can think anything you want. I want to speak to the most senior person, please. And I want to speak. I want to repeat myself. I don't need to speak to you to repeat your. I don't need you to repeat yourself because obviously you're not the big boss. You're just a sad little man who clearly thinks he is the big boss. I want to speak to the most senior person, please.
On the recording as well. You're abusing me.
I'm not abusing you. I want to speak to the most senior person. I want to make a complaint about the abuse that I've been subjected to by multitudinous agencies and yourself.
Oh dear, what abuse have you been receiving?
Human rights abuses, discrimination, illegal eviction, false allegations that I've been subjected to, false arrest, false imprisonment. I mean, the list goes on. And all of this is actually, all of this is substantiated by evidence.
Okay.
So you can try and deride me in as many ways as possible. It's clear that you should not have the position that you have if you are the big boss, because you clearly try to deride me as much as you possibly can.
Right, okay, let's pick through these.
Okay, so what's so funny? Well, for a start, what's so funny? And you're going to falsely accuse me of abusing you. I wasn't going to call you anything.
It's utterly ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. Tell me why all these allegations you're making. Talk them through to me.
Well, would you like to speak to the solicitor that's also got the evidence as well of illegal eviction, human rights? No, of course you wouldn't, because you don't want to base anything on evidence. It's just hearsay. Well, I've actually got evidence of all these allegations that I'm making, and it's all substantiated.
Brilliant. Okay, we'll get your lawyer to speak to our lawyer then, and we'll sort it out.
Okay, please. Who is your lawyer?
Well, you should be able to find it. It's very easy.
Well, I'm asking you, who's your lawyer? I'm asking you for that information, and you are being recorded. Okay, who is your lawyer?
If you phone up on 0207 782 4000, and that's my legal department.
Okay, I'll speak to them. And I'm going to upload this as well to show how grossly unprofessional you are and how you can falsely accuse somebody of abusing you. I haven't abused you, sir. I politely asked all your colleagues to send me to the most senior person possible so that I can speak.
Doesn't time you call us?
I don't care. I want to speak to somebody. I want to speak to somebody with regards to
somebody now. So now can you go away?
No, I'm not going to go away because I want to speak to the most senior person who you clearly aren't.
Right.
And I am going to upload this.
And yet then we're going to keep speaking, so this will be great then.
Okay, please do, because I want this recorded, I want this documented. I've got evidence of all the claims that I'm making. No, human rights abuses, illegal evictions, such as me being falsely accused of being a paedophile and assaulting a woman, which were taken as truth with absolutely zero evidence, and then it was proven to be completely false.
There's no, what are you talking about? There's no detail to what you're saying.
There's no detail to it. How is there no detail to it?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. You keep saying, oh, I've been this, I've been that. When,
okay.
Where, how, why?
Okay, sir. In 2020, I was illegally evicted from a property from some psycho. And I had known this lady for, a good 12, 13 years, and she made advances towards me, and following on from that, I actually rejected her claims, removed her from social media at the time, which I no longer have, due to its toxic nature. She then told the landlady at the time that I was in court for being a paedophile and assaulting a woman. Now, as I've stated previously, I've known this lady since I was about 12, 13 years old. Went to school with her son. All the claims have proven to be completely false, but of course the council and so on and so forth took it as proof with absolutely no evidence. As stated, it was proven to be completely false. As a public authority, they have a legal obligation to abide by the Human Rights Act. By not allowing me an opportunity to defend myself, they actually violated Article 6 of the Human Rights Act, as well as causing distress, malicious communication, and so on and so forth. I was then forced into a property with some psycho landlord and agency And I've got evidence of illegal eviction from there as well. I can quite happily send you all the letters from my previous solicitor and so on and so forth to actually substantiate these claims that you find rather amusing and you feel that you're in a position. Yes, you do, because you just laughed at me. You think it's amusing. Now, no. Excuse me. No, I'm not shouting down at the phone. I haven't done. I've asked to speak to the most. No, I'm asking to speak to the most senior person in the building. I'd like to speak to the most. Right, and you are. What is your position then, sir?
I'm not telling you.
So you're not telling me, and you're supposed to be the most senior person in the company.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So I highly doubt that.
I still can't see how this relates to us.
Right, because I actually contacted you some time ago with regards to the amount of distress that I'm in as a disabled and vulnerable adult that has complex PTSD, ADHD, OCD, BPD, and is currently being assessed for autism. Right, I'm in a highly distressed state. I've been falsely accused of intentional homelessness, which was also refuted. I've been the victim of human rights abuses, discrimination. I've been the victim of assault, malicious communication, false allegation. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Right, I've had enough. Now, I approached you people
how does this relate to us?
because I'd approached you because I wanted to get this story out there because this is incredibly serious. And I can actually substantiate every single claim, sir, that I have made. Right, I have had enough as a disabled and vulnerable adult. I have been left out in the middle of nowhere. Excuse me. I've got hay fever at the moment. I have been, experiencing heat exhaustion. Right, I've had sickness and diarrhea because I've been left out as a vulnerable adult with absolutely no help and support. All of these claims can be substantiated. Adult safeguarding, the mental health team, and everyone were fully aware that I was being harassed and abused by the landlord and the agency. Right, I have been abused and neglected as a vulnerable adult. This is extremely serious. Right, I've had enough. Now, I approached you people some time ago with regards to this story, and all you did was try and call the emergency services to claim that I was in distress, when I can actually substantiate all this. Clearly, you people support abuse. Now, I'm recording this call, and it has been broadcast. You laughed at me. You acted in a grossly unprofessional manner. Now, if you are clearly the most senior person, then clearly you should not be, because you cannot act in a manner that is commensurate with the seriousness of the situation. And you have the temerity to also claim that I was going to abuse you. No, sir, I have not tried to abuse you. I'm trying to tell you my story, right? I'm a vulnerable adult that has been abused and falsely accused of some sickening crimes, and not one person has ever faced any repercussions of their actions against me. It's absolutely sickening. Now, Shelter have also accused me of stating that I was going to blow up a nitrogen tank. I never said that, and I've got a copy of the phone call as well. Now, I procured a nitrogen tank for inert gas asphyxiation for suicide, right? And I also said I am going to explode unless anything changes. Now, I'm sure even somebody like you has heard the phrase, oh, I'm going to explode, or I'm going to blow my top, or blah, 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 blah. These are common phrases of people in distress. Now, I've been falsely accused of something that I did not say, and even Shelter are doing it. Right? I've had enough. This is an extremely serious situation, and clearly someone like yourself doesn't have the professionalism to act in a manner that is commensurate with how serious this actually is. Right? You've laughed at me, you've abused me, and I think, considering the amount of abuse that I've received from you, I've actually been more than patient and fair with you. Right? There's also other false allegations.
Let me speak or not?
Yes, sir, please, if you'd like to.
Right, so you're aware who you phoned?
Mm-hmm.
You phoned a national newspaper?
Yes, sir, of course.
And what number have you phoned?
Right, the Sun newspaper.
Yeah, what number are we?
020-778-4100.
So we're the news desk.
Yep, and I want to promote a story.
We take stories.
Yes, sir, of course, and I want a story investigated because this is incredibly serious. Right, there's
up to us on who we decide to follow and what stories we decide to take up.
Mm-hmm.
And this story is not one for us.
Even though I've got evidence of it.
Yes.
Right, and why would you want to do that? Is because you like to censor abuse and so on and so forth? I'd like to make a complaint about you, especially considering the amount of abuse that I've received from you and your false allegations that I was trying to abuse you.
No, what I'm telling you is it's not a story for us.
No, it's not a story for you. What exactly are you interested in?
Stories that are going to make the paper.
Well, this story would make the paper, actually, and I have been making it public. Yes, it would. This is absolutely sickening abuse against a disabled, innocent and vulnerable adult that has been subjected to multitudinous false allegations and sickening criminal abuse. Now, I also politely ask you...
Local paper.
Right. I also ask you to provide me with the details of your legal team, which I will do. I would like my solicitor to actually speak to you. Or to you, or not to you directly, so, yeah.
You've got that number and you can get them to give our legal team a call.
Yeah, I could do that, sir. So I'd like to make a complaint about yourself, though, because you thought it was suitable to laugh at me.
Well, no, I didn't laugh at you.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes, you did. You did laugh at me.
You keep calling us relentless to the point of harassment.
No, it's not harassment. I'm not harassing you. I asked politely to speak to your most senior person.
You phoned us continually off the hook for about the last 20 minutes, half an hour.
20 minutes, half an hour. I can refute that with my call records. Would you like me to do that?
Brilliant, do that. That's brilliant. Do
So you've just accused me of calling for the last 20 minutes, half an hour. That's not the case, sir.
Can you not call us again now, please?
No, I'm actually going to publish this myself.
Great, publish it, but just don't call us again.
Okay, whatever. See you in court.